Today we're going to be taking a quick look at for loops. For loops allow us to loop over data. It could be an array, object. Those are typically what get looped over. So how we create it is we start by typing for, open and close parenthesis. I'll do an open and close curly braces here. And this is where our script will go to be looped over. But for loops take three arguments. The first one is a variable. And we typically call the variable, we start with I. It's common. You could actually create your variable outside and just type I in here. Quick example, you could do this, but it's cleaner to just create the variable right inside the argument and use a semicolon to separate your arguments. The second one is looking for a true, false, or truthy, falsy statement. And so we'll say, while I is less than 5, keep looping. So as long as I is less than the number 5, we're going to keep going through this loop. The last one is an increment. So each time we go through the loop, our starting number 0 is going to go up by 1. So the first time it's 0, the second time it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and once it gets to 5, it'll actually stop because it's no longer true. So let's put a log in here and say hello world. And what's going to happen if we run this is it's going to log hello world 5 times. And that's because first time 0, then 1, 2, 3, 4, which is actually a total of 5 times because we're counting 0 as our first time through the loop. But it's not necessarily useful to repeat a string over and over again. We actually want some dynamic numbers here. We want to be able to do something. So oftentimes what is used is we have our variable I, remember, it's a number, and we can use that. So each time we go through, we have a number that keeps changing. It keeps counting up. And this is mostly useful when looping through arrays, because arrays, the position of array is based on a number, and we'd use that number to loop through all of the values in an array. But we're not talking about arrays in this video. That's for a different video. For right now, let's just have a look at what this does. So we're going to save this. I'm going to use some shortcuts, and I'm using a Mac, so it's Command S to save, Command R to run, and I'm going to pause this for half a second because it takes the logger a minute to catch up, and then I'm going to do Command Enter. Which is going to pull up, and you'll see 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 because we logged the variable I each time it went through the loop. So the first time it went through, I was 0, then so on and so forth, as you see there. So we can do more with that if we want to. Let's say, I'll just show you a quick example. So we have a starting number of 10. It's our variable. And if we were to do start plus I, and now it's going to give us 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, because the first time through the loop it's going to say, well, I equals 0, and 10 plus 0 is still 10. Second time through the loop, then 10, I is 1, 10 plus 1, so on and so forth. So let's test that out. Save, run, and then show our log. Here we go, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And that's the basics of a for loop. There you go. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section below. Like and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time.